Greetings again. It's Terra Illumination again, Saturday night. I'm just going to jump into it. Something came out, I think it was yesterday, early yesterday, maybe late Thursday night. But anyway, it's very recent. There's this fellow, Tucker Carlson. Some of you might know him. He has a huge following, especially in conservative audiences in the United States. And the beautiful thing about Tucker is that he doesn't really pull any punches. He calls it out as it is. He's very aware of his right to freedom of speech, and he takes it to the limit. So what I wanted to show you here is an interview he just did with a fellow called Stephen Sund. And Stephen is the head of the police over in Washington, D.C., and he was basically the person in charge of security on that very, very fateful day, which occurred in early January. In fact, on the 6th day of the year, I believe it was 21? Yeah. So that event is still heavily contested, and there's a lot of denial, and there's a lot of proofing and non-proofing. There's people who believe in it and people who don't, and so on. I'm not going to get into that because my belief systems clash very heavily with the community guidelines here on this platform. So I'm going outside a little bit. I'm going to show you over here. I'm going to do another share. Okay, so this is Tucker over here, and he, for the time being, he is broadcasting on Twitter. He's got almost 10 million followers. Okay, so that's huge. I don't know if this thing needs to go away. Anyway, there he is. I'm up here. Okay, so I just as a reference point. So this is the thing that I'm referencing here. This is episode 15. He has a lot more very, very interesting content down here, but this one is very, very important for America and for the American people, for our Constitution, for our country. What they are discussing here is what actually happened on that fateful day. And the storyline that is propagated through the mainstream media and by the leadership and the administration of this country right now in America. And you can believe whatever you want. I have my own beliefs and my own opinions, but those opinions and beliefs clash very vividly with the story that is presented by the mainstream media. Now, this fellow here, Stephen, wrote a book. It's very much a factual narrative of what happened, time by moment, referencing every major character in the decision chain all the way to the top. And it's very disturbing when you understand what actually happened as opposed to what is being told in the mainstream media. I would choose to believe Tucker and Stephen over anything from the mainstream media, especially Nancy Pelosi or Mitch McConnell. Those two characters are implicated in some of the fakery that's going on regarding the story of that fateful day. So I'm just presenting the link here. You can watch it if you want. I am very much on the side of Tucker, and I choose to believe the writings and the story and the testimony from Stephen here. Okay, you can listen to it. It's a long video. I'm not going to show you here. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you for people who are interested in these things. Again, we're looking at, in terms of the astrology, we're looking at the crisis points. There's the Libra, Aries, Capricorn crisis point around the 28, 29 degree mark. And I think it's tomorrow, Sunday night, we're going to have that crisis point amplified when the moon in Cancer gets to 28 degrees as well. It's going to create a massive T-square in the sacred geometry of our solar system. Just giving you a heads up, okay? How you deal with that, how you feel about that, that's your business. I'm sharing it because I observe these things as much as I can, because I can feel in my body how they affect my life. I'm very sensitive to the lunar transits, for example. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you get something out of this. Take care.